Right, welcome guys to another video by Shots. Now today I'm going to be showing you how to install Devil's Castle, the build that I created, into your server. As always, I'm not responsible for anything you do put in your server, and you do that put into your server is at your own risk, but all testing that has been done on this build has had positive feedback, and it is currently in over 20 different servers, so thank you everybody for downloading. So I've been getting asked to make a video on how to install this for a couple of people who don't quite understand coding as much as other people. So yeah, let's get this done then. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the link in the description, boom boom boom. You're going to want to join the Discord, boom boom boom, and then you're going to want to go down to DZMC projects into Devil's Castle's channel, and you're going to want to download the zip file, boom boom boom. Now once you've done so, you're going to want to extract that file, that folder, which is over here. I've already extracted it, and then you're going to want to download your server files, which I'm guessing you have already got your server files downloaded like I do. I have mine all in one neat folder on my desktop, so it's pretty easy to change my files. So yeah, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download your server files, and you're going to want to download the zip folder. Once you download the zip folder, you're going to open it up. Now for today, you're not going to be paying attention to the install instructions. You're going to be listening to my sexy, not so sexy voice, and you're going to be following me on a journey into installing Devil's Castle into your server. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up Devil's Castle's build by Shots, and you're going to open up the Devil's Castle's install files. Now once you open this up, you're going to see a couple of folders, and you're going to see a couple of files. Now there is going to be only one file that we are going to be straight uploading into your server, and we won't be editing, and we'll get straight to that now. So step one, you're going to go up to custom, and you're going to open up custom. When you open up custom, you're going to see the Devil's Castle build by Shots done file. What you're going to do is you're going to open up your Nitrado. Once you've opened up your Nitrado, you're going to go to your files, and you're going to see a folder called custom. You're going to open that folder, and you're going to install this file. You're going to upload this file into your Nitrado custom folder on your Dayz server. Once you've done so, that is that step done. You now come back. Now we're gonna go down the list here, so it's gonna make a neat order. DB is entirely optional, these two choices. These are to add boosted zombies, boosted wolves and boosted bears to your server, and it's mainly focused on the zombies that are the same type of zombies that are at Devil's Castle, and it is mainly focused on the bears and the wolves, because I've got quite a high risk area on my server. So if you do not want to do this section, you don't have to, but this is now to boost the bears, the wolves and the type of zombies that we're going to have at Devil's Castle. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up events. Oh sorry, my bad. You're going to want to open up the events file within inside my Devil's Castle's build, and then you're going to want to open up your event file from your Dayz server. Just give me a second, and let me just put these side by side like so. Now once you do so, you're going to notice within inside my zip file one, there's only 3 entries. Sorry guys. Now all you're going to do here is, for example, these are the standard versions of the bears, and these are my custom version of the bears. All you're going to do here is, if you do choose to have these, all you're going to do is you're going to go to the back of the event, you're going to go to the top of the animal bear, just in front of the next line, and you're just going to simply replace the bears, you're going to replace the wolves, which are here, paste. You're going to find the zombies, so we're going to Control F, Control V and search, and we're now going to replace the zombies. Done. So what we've now done here is we've gone and opened up my events file within inside the zip folder, and you've gone and opened your events file out of your Nitrado server or your backup server files, whatever way you do it. This is the file you're putting your stuff into. And what we've done is we've changed our animal bear, animal wolf, and infected solitude zombies. You're then going to save this file and upload the new events file into your server. Now, I must stress, I should have said this first, make sure you validate your files. I don't need to validate my files because I'm pretty confident I won't make a mistake, but you've got a XML validator and a JSON validator. Please be sure that you use them. As you can see, it says valid JSON, and it'll say valid XML if I was to paste this into there as well. So once you've done that and you've uploaded the events into your server, you're now onto the zombies, the wolves, and the bear locations. So we're going to close this like so, and we're going to open up the bears, we're going to open up the wolves, we're going to open up the zombies, and we're going to slide that over here, and we're going to open up the same ones out of our Dayz server. So let me just say the zombies, the wolves, and the bears. So let me just split these off into separate notepads. So on the left we have the zombies, the wolves, and the bears from the env folder in my install files, and we have the same files open in the other Nitrado from my server. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the zombies on both of them, and we're going to copy the zombies locations, and we're going to paste them in at the top of your file, and you're going to save that file. Then you're going to go over to wolves, and you're going to do the same for the wolves. You're going to copy that, you're going to paste that into here, and you're going to save that file. Now you're going to do the same with the bears. You're going to copy the bears, you're going to go over to the bears, and you're going to paste them into the top of your file. Now you notice how everything lines up nice and neat, everything's all in order, there's nothing out of line like or crap like this. Everything lines up nice and neat. Please keep your work neat. And once you've changed them, you've added these into your files, you're going to save all them files, and you're going to upload them into your Nitrado in your env folder, replacing your zombies, your wolves, and your bears files. Once you've done that, you're then going to come back. You've only got a few steps to do. So we're now going to close this, and we're going to now move on to our effect area.json. So now I'm going to open up my effect area.json with inside Notepad++, and then we're going to open up the gameplay.json inside my server files. Sorry, effect area.json right now. And there we go, effect area.json, and this step is going to be adding Spooky Mist into your build. Let's just do it the fast way. There we go. Right, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to open up effect area.json out my zip file into your Nitrado, into your Notepad++. You're then going to copy this, and you're going to paste this into the top of your file. Now when you paste this into the top of your file, be sure at the end you place a comma, so it tells you, read this code. The comma means another code is now going to be read. If you don't place this in, you'll get an error. If you want to, you can place this at the bottom of the file, so you could place it down here. Yeah. Sorry, here. So you could copy this like this, you could paste it like this, but you're still going to need to put in the comma up here. So just so you know, and then you wouldn't have one here because this is the last code in the file. And then you would save your file, and you would upload your new effect area.json file, and this will add the Spooky Mist into your server. So now we've done that, we've now got to add our gameplay.json name. So we're going to open up our gameplay.json, and we're going to open up the gameplay.json within inside my zip files. And what you're going to notice here is the part called object spawner. Now this is to add custom files into your Dayz server. This is what's needed. So what you're going to do here is you're just going to go over here and you're going to copy this, and you're just going to paste it in between the two brackets like so. Now what I like to do is I like to use a plugin, and I like to come down to the JSON viewer and I like to format the file, and it puts the file nice and neat for me. And that is now how it should look in your server. If you do already have a file inside your custom JSON, so say like you have 2 files inside your custom JSON, or let's just say 3 or 4, you would need to have a comma at the end of every one apart from the last one for the files to be read by Nitrado. So we're only having 1, so this is what we would do. We would put this into here and we would save the file. This now tells the server to look in the custom folder for the Devil's Castles build.json file, and then it will load that up. So once you've done that, you're going to upload your gameplay.json file to your Nitrado server, and you're now on to your next step. We're nearly at the end now. So your player spawn point is completely optional. It's just a single spawn point that I've got at Ski Resort, if you, Devil's Castle. If you wanted to put the spawn point there it is. You just add it to your player spawn point, which would be as simple as doing the following. Copy that, scrolling down and pasting it in, and that would now add a player spawn point. Don't worry about that, I delete all this out. This is in another video as well if you do want to check that out. It's called changing player spawns, I think. But yeah, we're not going to get into that here. So once you've done that, you're going to save the file. You're going to want to upload the player spawn points file to your Nitrado, and that will add in the Devil's Castle spawn point. Once you've done that, you're now on to the last step. We've only got to add the loot. So what you're going to do here is you're going to open up my map group pos inside Notepad++. You're then going to open up your map group pos inside Notepad++. Now I'm going to split these off again and just put them side by side. And what you want to do here, in fact I'm going to full screen this. As you can see here, these are all the loot positions for loot to spawn in Devil's Castle, in all the buildings that I've placed in. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to go to the end, and you're going to highlight all the way up to the top, and you're going to copy that, and you're going to open up your map group pos. Now I would normally do something like this, and you could do something like normal, caps lock on, but normal loot spawns. You could do that, and then you could paste in the loot positions that are within my map group pos file, and as you can see, it all lines up nice and neat. Everything's matching. There's nothing out of line. There's no extra little tags anywhere, no closings that haven't been closed. Everything's there, and you're going to save that file. And now what you're going to do is you're going to upload that file into your Nitrado server, replacing your current map group pos file. Now this is the final step, and you have now got it done. But just so we can get on a little bit of a better level, I'm going to do a quick recap over everything that's been done, and it should fill in any gaps that I'd miss. So what we've done is we've now uploaded the custom JSON file which holds the build into your custom folder in your Nitrado. You have then gone and changed in your events the zombies, the bears and the wolves. You've then uploaded that file into your DB folder where it belongs, the events folder. DB folder has the events file. You're then gonna upload the globals file after you change the animal max count. You're gonna upload that, and that's now gonna give them changes. Once you've done that, you're gonna go to env. You've changed the bears, the wolves and the zombies by adding the bears, the wolves and the zombies out of my file into your own. You've then saved them files, you've uploaded them files to your Nitrado, and now you're on to the next step. Your effect area is to add the mist. Now what you did here is you copied my code out of this folder, out of this file, and you placed it at the top of your file, just below the first set of lines, which I'm just going to show you just so there's no mistakes. Right under here you'll see areas. It goes right underneath areas, and you've put in the comma to tell the server to read this code, and then it's going to read another code. After that, you've then changed the gameplay.json by putting the file name into the relevant position for the custom file, and then you have added a player spawn point into your player spawn points file. You've then gone ahead and added the loop positions for all the custom buildings that I've placed within inside the build, and you've saved your file and you've uploaded that to Nitrado. Now you've got all the files in place. All you need to do now is just go up to your Nitrado and just click on restart and do a simple restart, and this build will now load up inside your Nitrado server. My apologies for my voice today. I'm not really feeling myself. I will try and get the next video a little bit spoken. Right, you just get what I mean. I'm having a really bad day, but this video should be enough to not confuse you, I hope. But yeah, good luck. I hope you all enjoy, and if you have any issues, let me know and I'll give you a hand to get it sorted.